Welcome. Today we step into one of the world's most secretive places, North Korea. For most, it's a land of headlines and mystery. But what is daily life really like behind the curtain? This isn't a political analysis. It's a rare human look inside a society built on control and isolation. We'll uncover 10 shocking realities of life in North Korea, peeling back the layers of secrecy. Imagine leaving everything familiar behind, entering a world where every move is watched, every word measured. Our goal to observe, understand, and share the truths hidden beneath the official narrative. Join me as we journey deep inside the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The first reality hits as soon as you arrive. Movement is strictly controlled, and the sense of surveillance is immediate. From the moment you step off the plane, you're aware that every action is being watched, every step accounted for. Official guides shadow you everywhere, not just to show you sights but to ensure you see only what the state allows. Independent exploration is impossible, and even casual conversations with locals are discouraged or monitored. Every step, every road is pre-approved. Your itinerary is set in stone, and any deviation is met with a firm but polite refusal. The countryside and ordinary towns remain distant, glimpsed only through bus windows. The world outside your route is off limits, a reminder of how much is hidden from view. For North Koreans, travel is even more restricted. Leaving your town requires hard-to-get permits. Most people never see beyond their hometown, and checkpoints are a constant presence. International travel is a fantasy for most. Only a select few ever leave. The outside world is a distant dream, spoken of in hushed tones, or not at all. The country is designed as concentric circles of access with citizens at the core, tourists in a slightly wider but still tightly controlled ring. Each layer is carefully managed and movement between them is rare. Even in Pyongyang, your routes repeat, and requests to visit local markets or schools are politely denied. The city you see is curated, a showcase rather than a true glimpse of daily life. The guides are personable, but their loyalty is to the state, not to your curiosity. Their job is to protect the image of the country, and they do it with unwavering dedication. Here, freedom of movement is the rarest commodity, a privilege reserved for only a handful, while the rest remain firmly in place, their world defined by invisible borders. Beyond the imposing physical barriers that mark the border, information is even more tightly controlled, monitored at every step. The moment you arrive, you sense the invisible boundaries that shape daily life here. Upon entry, your devices are checked thoroughly. Laptops, phones, even books are scrutinized for any hint of outside influence. You keep your phone, but there's no internet, no Google, no social media, no news from home. The digital silence is immediate and absolute. North Koreans have never known the global internet. For most, the idea of browsing freely or connecting with the world is unimaginable. Instead, they access a closed intranet called Hwangmyeong, filled only with state-approved content. No outside websites, no foreign news, just what the government allows. TV and newspapers are pure propaganda, carefully curated to reinforce the state's narrative, repeating the same messages daily, with little variation or dissenting voices ever allowed. For visitors, the silence is jarring. No notifications, no outside news, only Juche ideology and leader biographies on TV and in books. The absence of information is almost palpable. Possessing foreign media is dangerous for locals. Even a simple magazine or movie from abroad can be seen as a threat. A single USB with a foreign film can mean harsh punishment, years in a labor camp or worse. The state's control of information shapes not just opinions but dreams and thoughts, molding the very way people see the world and their place in it. As a traveler, you experience a brief taste of this isolation, feeling the weight of what it means to be cut off from the world. It's a powerful lesson in the value of free information and the fragility of a worldview built without it. The silence here is not just absence, but a tool of power. In North Korea, silence is not peace, it's control, enforced by fear and routine. You leave with a new appreciation for the messy, vibrant dialogue of a free society, and a deeper understanding of what it means when voices are silenced. Genuine encounters with locals are rare and carefully managed. Every interaction is orchestrated to ensure that tourists only see what the state wants them to see. Spontaneous conversations are intercepted by guides. The people you meet are always part of the official tour. Waitresses, ticket sellers, hotel staff. These individuals are trained to interact with foreigners in a specific way. Their answers are scripted, always expressing loyalty and contentment. They follow a narrative that aligns with the state's propaganda. Guides hover nearby, translating and monitoring, steering conversations away from sensitive topics. They ensure that no unapproved information is exchanged. Occasionally, a fleeting, unguarded moment, a smile, a glance, offers a glimpse of unscripted reality, but it's gone in an instant. These moments are rare and quickly suppressed. Even visits to farms or schools feel staged, designed to showcase an idealized life. Everything is meticulously planned to present a perfect image. You leave with memories of faces, but never the stories behind them. The true lives of the people remain a mystery. The state turns human connection into another wall. It's a barrier that keeps the truth hidden and the people isolated. The loneliness of this reality is striking. You're surrounded by millions, yet truly meet no one. The isolation is palpable, leaving a lasting impression. In North Korea, propaganda is inescapable. Leader portraits are everywhere. Homes, offices, subway cars, treated as sacred icons. Citizens wear lapel pins with the leader's images. Dusting portraits is a daily ritual. Massive statues and monuments dominate cityscapes, and visitors are expected to bow and lay flowers. Loudspeakers broadcast patriotic songs and ideological lectures from dawn to dusk. Even architecture is propaganda. Grand structures built to awe, not for convenience. As a visitor, you're shown a narrative of peace and strength, with guides recounting tales of heroism and unity. The messaging is relentless, shaping reality by controlling everything people see and hear. You leave understanding how a state can construct its own truth. Pyongyang's grand monuments mask a daily struggle with scarcity. Tourists enjoy comfort, but glimpses of local life reveal sparse stores and limited goods. Food security is fragile, diets are monotonous, and meat is a rare luxury. Hospitals lack basic supplies, and patients often must find their own medicine. Power outages are common, and consumer goods are luxuries for the elite. Informal markets fill gaps the state cannot, fostering resilience born of necessity. Nothing is wasted. Everything is repaired and reused. As a visitor, you're shielded from the worst, but the contrast is stark and sobering. The curated experience hides a reality of daily hardship for most citizens. The most dangerous journey in North Korea is crossing the boundaries of thought and speech. Criticizing the leadership is unthinkable. Even jokes or complaints can be grounds for investigation. People are taught from birth that the leaders are infallible, and any deviation is betrayal. Mutual surveillance is the norm. Neighbors, colleagues, even family may report dissent. For tourists, guides quickly shut down sensitive topics, protecting themselves as much as you. The arts serve only to reinforce state ideology. Creativity is channeled into propaganda. The result is a society stripped of debate, self-correction, and human richness. Every public word is weighed and measured. The silence is heavy, not absence of noise, but the presence of fear. Money in North Korea is another tool of control. Tourists use only foreign currency, euros, dollars, yuan, at designated shops and hotels. Locals use the North Korean won, but you'll never touch it. Its real value is set on black markets you can't access. Access to foreign currency means access to better goods, creating a new class divide. Tips in euros can change a local's life, but most never see such money. Your spending is confined to state-run enterprises, funding the regime directly. You're kept separate from the real economy, always a customer, never a participant. The economic barrier is as effective as any wall. Solo travel doesn't exist here. Every visit is a mandatory group tour. Your visa is tied to your tour. Guides are with you from arrival to departure. Every meal, every site, every rest is scheduled and shared with your group. Requests for detours or unscheduled stops are politely refused. The group structure manages both your experience and the narrative you receive. It prevents unplanned interactions and ensures everyone hears the same story. The tour is not a journey of discovery, but a carefully managed show. You're not exploring North Korea, you're being shown it, always as part of the group. In North Korea, the feeling of being watched is constant and real. Guides are always present, monitoring your actions and conversations. Hotels are widely believed to be bugged. You're warned to assume you're always recorded. Even drivers or experts may be additional minders. Cameras are placed at key sites, but the real surveillance is human. Citizens are expected to report anything unusual. This omnipresent monitoring erodes your sense of freedom and spontaneity. You think twice before taking photos or speaking freely. The weight of unseen observers shapes every interaction. It's a chillingly effective system for ensuring compliance. The North Korea you see is a meticulously curated stage set. Every site, monuments, metro, schools is chosen and polished for visitors. Real life is hidden. Crumbling infrastructure, poverty, and hardship are kept out of sight. Even everyday scenes are staged, projecting idyllic contentment. Pyongyang is the centerpiece, grand, clean, and impressive, but often a city of facades. The most important realities, prison camps, poverty, daily struggles, are invisible to tourists. You leave with profound experiences, but also a sense of hollowness. The journey forces you to question what's real and what's performance. The greatest shock is not what you see, but what you're prevented from seeing. Thank you for joining me on this rare journey. North Korea confronts you with a reality that's bewildering, sobering, and deeply human. We've seen the grand theater of the state and glimpsed the resilience of its people. If this exploration made you think, please subscribe and support more stories like this. Let's carry forward curiosity and empathy. Learning about different cultures is vital to being a global citizen. Stay curious and thank you for watching.